7 Facts and Stacks podcast.
Okay.
Subscribe right now. Check them out.
All that.
Tune in, and it's just like that.
NFC. Oh, quiet that down. Quiet that down. Hold it down in the crowd. Hold it down in the crowd. NFC West. NFL Sunday back on Facts and Stats. Best sports show in the motherfucking world. Back in your ear to make it clear. Pop up TV. You don't need TV because we popping up. And I got to tell y'all top. We only got one real NFC West fan in here, y'all. It's Casey, my man, repping for the Rams. So what's up with you, bro? I appreciate you coming through.
Of course, bro. Thank you for having me. But yeah, man, I've been rocking with the Rams since St. Louis days when they left LA the first time. So it's all you already know what time it is. I'm talking like Kurt Warner, greatest, Torrey Holt,
greatest show on turf.
You know, Marshall Faulk.
Yeah.
I can go deeper than that. I can go Dre Bly. I can go,
we got time.
You know, Orlando Pace.
Got time. We'll let you reminisce, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. We ain't got stories like this. But I do got my man Val in the building that's repping for the Cardinals. What's up with you, bro?
What's good with y'all, man? D-Man in the building. I got the Arizona Cardinals. Hey, I don't want to hear what y'all got to say. I'm going to put pressure on all y'all for the Cardinals. Get it.
All right. That's what we need. Coach, you ready for that pressure, bro? You got the 49ers.
Man, I got a hot take that just dropped today. We the only team in this division that's making moves right now. So we good. So let's get into a 49er stand up, baby.
Hold up. You saying y'all the only team that's making moves. You know I got to start it off the top. Because I'm repping for the Seahawks, right? Rob Lowe, right? And they just gave that boy DK 3 years for $72 million. You know what I'm saying? $30 million at the time of signing, guaranteed money, locking him. I been felt like DK was one of the best receivers in the league. But I got to be real off the top. For all the people that's been living under a rock since the Super Bowl happened, there's no more Russell Wilson. So in Seattle, it's going to be different. I'm going to get to what they got back in return, but that's how I'm going to set it off. Who's going next? Oh, yeah, Don, let me get 25 minutes on the clock, too.
What?
Hey, I'm going to
The
start
man
with
who
this.
just got the contract right after him.
Who?
Deebo Samuel.
Yeah.
Wait for this for a long time, people. Talking about me, Rob was stressed. Going through it one show, trying to figure out if they was going to pay this man for his abilities on the offensive side. Because we ain't just talking about a wide receiver here. We talking about a running back also. So, that being said, 3 years, $73.6 million, 58 point warranty.
Oh, he got DK. He got DK on that one. I give you that.
Yeah. You gotta look at that running back position. So they better show him a little bit more love. I ain't nothing against DK, but Deebo, proud of you, man. Get that money.
Hey, bro, y'all ain't gotta go. You know what I'm saying, on what we said. Y'all can go off top. Y'all go on what we said. It's up to y'all.
Nah, I feel go ahead, bro.
Like, they're moving back. So he's so up rookie season, like I'm first I play I'm saying 40 with Debo.
I heard you a little bit, but you breaking up a little bit, Val. What you got, Case?
I mean, I told you from the jump, I'm not like a delusional fan. Like I honestly got some. Like we brought back most people from the championship team, but we like swapped out Von Miller for Bobby Wagner, so I'm happy for that. But like, I feel like we don't know if we're gonna get. I mean, he's coming back from injury, so we don't know if we got. I feel like our wide receiver crew kind of got weaker because we lost, Robert Woods, OBJ. We don't know what's going on with him. Both of them was injured, basically like that. So we basically like Cooper Kupp and Van Jefferson with some young boys, and then the same thing on like our CB side. Like we lost one of our veteran cornerbacks, which is
Oh,
Jalen
you
Ramsey, and a
moving
bunch of
way,
young
way,
boys.
way too fast. Cause you gotta slow down. You gotta go back to the first point for me. The swap.
Oh, my bad. I
Von,
got like 5.
the swap. Von Miller for
Yeah.
Bobby Wagner. You like that move?
Von Miller went to the Bills,
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
Von Miller went to the Bills, so we got Bobby Wagner from the Seahawks, which I like that. I feel like Bobby still got some game left in him. You know, that's going to help us on the defensive side. So I'm like, that's a cool like swap for me. But it's like we also lost a lot of like other key people that nobody really thinking about, I feel like. So it's like when you try to repeat, like you got to think the last team that repeated was like the Patriots, like when we was like in middle school. So like, it's really hard to repeat in football.
It was like
So it's like I feel like
something like that.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's really hard to repeat, but I feel like we have a solid squad, but it might be a little less stronger than last year, but we're gonna see what happens.
Okay. So that means the rest of the division might gotta change. But it ain't gonna be the Seahawks, y'all. On that Russell Wilson trade, who did they get back? They got back Noah Fant, Drew Lock. It's a shame I had to say the quarterback second, because let me get to that in a second. You got Shelby Harris, and then you got a bunch of picks in the draft. They got a first-round pick this year. They draft Charles Cross, one of the best offensive linemen in the draft. Then you're going to have some comp in practice because the second round, they got Boyd Math, one of my favorite pass rushers in the draft. I feel like he underrated. So they're going to be going at it back and forth. But the way the free agents looking, bro, either I got to brush up on some names or it look like they tanking to me, bro. I don't know what they putting together in Seattle for real. My question really going to be, is they going to rock with Pete Carroll through a couple down years, or is they looking to get up off him too? What you think, Val?
I feel like they're trying to get Pete Carroll out of there. Hey, I spoke to a Seahawks fan 2 days ago. That man was like, Pete Carroll time is done. That's coming from a straight Seahawks fan. You know, I felt like, I agree with him, given the type of decisions he done made, letting Russell Wilson go and everything. I mean, you got a young DK Metcalf who's about to be in his prime. He's looking for a good quarterback, so that he can get to the next level. But between me and you, I don't even know who the starting quarterback for the Seahawks is right now.
That's why you gotta give them at least a year. Like, I feel like the only team I'm worried about in our division is the Niners. Like, but I feel like when it counts, like we always end up beating the Niners. Like when it really counts. Sorry to me. When it really counts, we always end up. They got us. They got our number sometimes. Yeah, when it come to the regular season, they always figure us out. But like, I feel like when it comes to the playoffs, we just always end up beating them. But I feel like I'm not really worrying about the Seahawks because like they got to figure out their quarterback situation. The Niners just lost their quarterback, so I don't know what's going on there either. And
they ain't lose. We ain't lose.
Y'all game
quarterback.
Don't nobody. Okay, I want to hear that.
Don't nobody want Jimmy.
Y'all don't want point star Jimmy.
Don't nobody want Jimmy G. They going on with Trey Lance. You got Kyle Shanahan talking about this is Trey Lance team. So they told Jimmy go out there, find a trade, see what you can do for yourself.
Yo, Jimmy G,
go over on Lance. Then. What you think about Lance? What you think about Trey Lance, D? Oh, he ain't ready.
Trey Lance is going to be a dog. Huh?
I thought she was froze. That was just a good question. You was stuck for a second. I
thought he was froze
I thought
too.
You had to go out the stream, bro.
He might not be ready coming out the gate, but this.
See, I had a feeling.
Damn,
I had a feeling, y'all. You always listen to your gut.
Hey, I feel like Trey Lance is gonna be the truth, bro.
You said what?
I feel like Trey Lance is gonna be the truth. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, he still got Kyle Shanahan, right?
Right.
Everybody consider him to be an offensive mastermind. This is going to be the first time I think Kyle Shanahan ever had to play with a dual quarterback. Feel me? So that's going to open up
I gotta think back
a
on
whole
it.
lot of possibilities.
Definitely been a minute. For him. But I mean, I do agree. I see the flashes. I see the talent with Trey. I just want to see it. So I'm glad they're making him starting quarterback. I want to see him do that work. But hey, a lot of people be talking about Sean McVay as an offensive genius too. So you saying you don't like the receiving core as much? You know, y'all added Allen Robinson too. What you think the offense gonna look like this year?
But that's the thing. It's like I feel like Sean McVay, he can make something out of nothing. Like whatever our young boys look like, we're gonna figure it out. But I feel like it's gonna be interesting to see. You know, like when you see a rookie come in and then they light up the league or whatever like that. I feel like that's what Cooper Kupp just got. Like I knew he was nice as a Rams fan, but obviously last year he had such a historical year. So you're gonna see now you're gonna see the defense is doubling him, like giving him that attention. So it's interesting to see what he's gonna do. And I think Van Jefferson is already a nice number 2. But I feel like we lost like key players in Robert Woods and OBJ. So it's like I don't know what that's going to look like for our receiving team. Like, but also because you got an offensive minded coach like that, like I feel like he gonna like highlight their like abilities or whatever like that. So we still gonna be able to make it. Like I'm really not worried about our division. I'm really worried about like the Bucks and people outside of the West because I feel like a lot of people in our division, a lot of teams in our division don't have their quarterback situation, figured out. And I'm not solely built on Kyler Murray.
What you about to say? Kyler Murray? What you mean? How did they have this?
That's the only one. That's the only one. But it's still two other teams, though. I feel like the Seahawks
that ain't what
and the
you
Niners,
said, though,
which are
Casey.
good
See, you
teams.
moving too
I'm about
fast.
to say, nobody on the division. I'm about to say, I take you on that. Kyler Murray.
But what I feel like,
5 years.
I feel like
$230 million, 160 guaranteed contracts.
We'll see what those numbers look. Those are good numbers for his paycheck, but we'll see what happens when he get on the field, like when the lights are on.
Facts.
So it's like that's what I'm saying. Like we got 2 other teams that are figuring out their quarterback situation. We got another one with a young guy who's not proven. So it's like I'm not really worried about this division. I'm worried about everybody outside of it.
Damn.
Okay.
Hey, D, we need some help, bro. Whenever you get in, you might gotta help us out, bro. He jive like shitting on the whole NFC West, and I ain't got that much ammo to fight back with on the Seahawks side, y'all. I ain't got that much. And I mean, last year, but they was bottom 5 in points allowed, bottom 5 in turnovers. They got to be. I'm like, they lost Bobby Wagner. Like you trade. Nah, it wasn't a trade. Y'all just signed him. They just let Bobby Wagner just walk.
Yeah.
Like he ain't one of the best players in they, you know what I'm saying, franchise history. And then on top of that, I'm like, where's Jamal Adams at? I thought that was going to be a key trade for them when they got Jamal Adams at safety from the Jets. Now people just trying to put him in a box like he's just a box safety. I'm like, damn, bro, I thought you was going to come up a little. It's going to be a tough year for the Seahawks, bro. It's going to be a tough year.
That's what I'm saying. So,
but I do want to get back to one point that you made,
against
though.
3 other teams.
Yeah, I want to get back to a point that you made about Cooper Kupp because you was like, okay, that was like his breakout season. Is that the real Cooper Kupp?
Mm-hmm.
We gonna see that again?
I don't think that he's gonna have another historical season like that. I think that he's gonna be the superstar that he is. Like he's gonna be nice. He's gonna put up good numbers. But like you got to remember, like this dude is like I was telling Phil. I was telling Phil last night in the club. I was like, he basically like if Wayne Corbett became a superstar. Like he's like 5'10", little slot receiver that nobody's looking at. It was like he's like some little dude that nobody was looking at. But you look at his numbers, he put up like the numbers he put up last year was close to some of the greats, or past it in a single season. So it's like he got the skill, but now with that attention on him, I don't think it's gonna be like that again. But I think he's definitely gonna be, he's our number 1 receiver now. Last year it was kind of up for, before he had that season. You looked at OBJ. We still had Robert Woods, who was like our number 1 Rams receiver. So it's like after that season and they both left, he is the number one guy. So I think his numbers won't be as great as last year, but he's gonna get all the touches. He's number one. He definitely gonna get all the touches.
I fuck with Cooper Kupp, bruh. I fuck with
Me
him
too. He's
even
nice.
more because he's not fast for real, for real. It's like he got to be precise with his cuts. He got to set people up. He got to have the hands. He can't drop the jump. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with him. I feel like he could have another beast season. I understand exactly what you're saying, though. My question is, what is Allen Robinson going to do? Is he going to be the type of receiver that's going to be able to take the pressure off him, or is he going to be singling up? Val, you get in that too. What you think Allen Robinson going to do in LA?
Allen Robinson going to put up his numbers.
Okay.
Just for the point your man just made about defense is going to be zeroing in on Cooper Kupp, they're going to sleep on Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson ain't never had a real quarterback his whole career. He played with the Jags. Now he's going to play with Matt Stafford. And if the defense is going to be zeroing in on Cooper Kupp, shit, I wouldn't put it past Allen Robinson to put up big numbers this season. You feel me? I mean, we seen what he did with a city quarterback. He put up 1,400 receiving yards in one season. You know what I'm saying? That's what put him on the map. So I feel like him playing behind Matt Stafford, that's going to put him back on the map again. It's going to be another threat. I feel like he's going to be a better threat than OBJ, in my opinion. They're going to have to zero in on Allen Robinson, too. Don't sleep on him. He is sleeping. But enough about the Rams. You know what I'm saying? I feel as though it's going to be a tie between the Cardinals and the Rams for the divisional lead. You know.
Yeah, ho, Val. A tie, though?
I mean, when it comes to like a close race, because only reason why I say that is you got Kyler Murray, he just got his contract. You know, he just got paid. He know this is home. He ain't going nowhere. That's the spot. That's the position. So now he can just zero in on trying to get a chip. They just added Hollywood Brown.
Facts.
You feel me? Alongside DeAndre Hopkins and Zach Ertz from the Eagles.
The only thing is DeAndre is out for the first 6 games. Got that suspension.
6 games, it don't mean that much because this is gonna be the first or second season when we're going into like an extra game. So he's gonna play 11 games.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's a great point.
By them hiring, picking up Hollywood Brown, that's gonna pick up a little bit of the slack for them messing up with Hopkins. And then Ertz, he only came into the season late last season, so he's gonna have a whole off-season training camp. You know what I'm saying? To pick up chemistry with Murray. So who gonna know what type of season Ertz gonna do this season? You feel me? They picked up Darrell Williams, running back from the Chiefs. They still got James Conner. So he got weapons all around him on offense. It's going to be all on him.
It's going to be all up to him studying, too. I got to get into that. Did y'all hear about that report about how he had the 4-hour study clause in his contract? And they tried to take it out, and the coach was like, oh, I ain't doing all that shit. What y'all think about that? Start it off, Val.
I didn't know what the hell that was about. Like, I was out and about, and I kept getting those alerts from ESPN, and I was just like, what's going on here? So I really don't 100% know what that even is.
Nah, what they was trying to say was that Kyler Murray got a bad, study habit, basically, prepping before games. They said he don't do that much film study or something. You know, so that's causing it because they trying to force man to be in, in the film room at least 4 hours. That's wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see the numbers Kyler Murray put up on the field? Like, how is that going to come into play with film study? I mean, I don't know the full story, but
I'm about to tell you right now.
Like when you put the film study, you don't be on it like that.
I feel like that's a good thing for him. I feel like he should be in the room. Because honestly, like, for two reasons. they always try to shit on black quarterbacks in the first place, thinking that we can't do shit like that. So honestly, for me, looking at him doing that, like I don't want him to run away from the work. It's almost like Damian Lillard in Portland. Like he's like going through it the hard way. Like I want him to go through like the film and everything to like look at the numbers he's doing off the dome. Like imagine if he knew the playbook. Because that was the same problem with Vic. Like when Vic was first in Atlanta, he didn't read the book like that. He was going off like his athletic ability, and he was. That's what I'm saying. Like he went off the top and still like look how he lit up the league. Like when he was there. Now imagine if he knew the plays for real and could have like adjusted or whatever on some like Peyton Manning shit.
Like he'd be, chips. What?
That's exactly what I'm saying. So this is a Rams fan telling you that. Like, I would like, because I'm not going to hate. Like I love football. I love sports. So it's like I want to see him do better. Not that much better than us, but I would rather him read the playbook and instead of just going off the top of his head.
Yeah, I'm with y'all 100% on this one. It threw me off because I ain't expecting from Cal. Like I said, somebody that's like lighting up the league was in the MVP discussion early in the season, all that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, just the rumor of it, even if they took the clause out, just the fact that they thought to put that in, and you thought to sign that contract, bro, is like the only way you can prove us wrong is to show and prove. You go out there, you got to have as good of a second half as you got as a first half of the season, and then people to start getting off your back. But until then, you gotta start studying that playbook, bruh. Or studying the film too, as much as possible. But I'm with you though, Val. When I first heard it, I'm like, damn, 4 hours is a lot. Like outside of the game, but then I'm like, is it a lot for an NFL quarterback? I can't really say that.
I'm with you.
Right?
Word.
Yeah, it's a
quarterback. You gotta put in more time than anybody.
Yeah, it's a wild situation.
Yeah,
It's a good division. It's a wild division too. A lot of different, different things could happen. What y'all feeling as far as the records? Y'all peep the schedules out? What y'all think?
I got Cardinals going 11-6.
Strong
Going
11-6.
It's gonna be a hard 11-6. They ain't gonna be easy because the division battle is gonna become close. They might go 3-3 in the division. I ain't going.
Okay. All right, Casey, you pulling up the schedule? What you think, bruh?
Yeah, I'm looking at the Raw schedule right now. I'm gonna give you my Raw reaction.
All right, so let me give y'all the bad news first. The Seahawks is going 5-12 this year, y'all. It's a 5-12 season. They might fuck around and get a top 5 pick. Drew Lock at quarterback. The Broncos been had a squad for a while, so I've been used them on Madden in the franchise. And if I can't turn you into a great quarterback on Madden, that's say a lot. I'm sorry, Drew Lock. You and Geno Smith, I wouldn't even pick Geno Smith on Madden, so I don't know why they would pick Geno Smith to be the starting quarterback for the Seahawks. This is a 5-12 season. They paid DK. I think they paid Tyler Lockett last year. They might got to pay him some more money to stay because this is going to be ridiculous. They're going to be frustrated. DK, woosah. Because with Russell Wilson, he was already hot and cold as far as, going off on the sideline. Woosah, bruh. Woosah.
At least you being honest.
I don't know, man. It's kind of tough. They gave us that Super Bowl schedule. Like we got a little bit of everything here. We got the Chiefs.
I know y'all start off with the Bills. Y'all the first game. They coming out to LA. Y'all get the rings and all that.
Coming out crazy. Like I think we could rack out at least probably 12 wins this year. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a hard 12 though.
Because Val said 11. Is it really 12?
Oh no!
You just saying y'all gonna find a way to win the division?
We gonna win the division. I know that
Okay.
for sure. I feel like
Okay.
I confidently I can say that we gonna win the division. I can definitely say that. Like I don't think the Seahawks they're gonna be having a rough year, and I think like the Niners offensively they don't have their quarterback, so it's gonna be like you got all this star power, but nobody to direct it. I'm telling
dying
you,
to hear
it's
what D
gonna
got
be
to
a
say
mess.
in response to that. At some point in the show, we gonna get to that. I guarantee y'all. But
I'm really only worried about the Cardinals, honestly. The Niners,
I
like
got you. Let's go from a different angle on it. What's the best spot for Jimmy G right now? He on a trade block, the quarterback that took him to a Super Bowl and the NFC Championship. D, I see you. I see you mad in the background. You can pop out whatever you want to. You feel me? But Jimmy G, Trey Lance, all that. What y'all think?
Good question.
Yes, sir.
When I'm again, but listen, Jimmy G ass should have been got traded. It's too late now because they already missed the deadline to get the 24-25 cap room for Jimmy G. So now they just stuck with him.
Damn.
Right? But they moving forward in the future with Trey Lance. Trey Lance is their future. They believe, Kyle Shanahan picked him up, though he could fit the system well. A couple of games that he played last year, he had around 600 yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, around 150 rushing yards. So it seemed like he got the NFL pretty decent. But
it might not happen. But the best spot for Jimmy G, Seattle.
That'd be nice for them.
Going
For Seattle.
against another division rival.
I like that.
All they're missing is a quarterback. You just pointed out Drew Lock. Yeah. Who?
Geno.
I mean, I feel like the Niners are the type of team that will make that trade just because they can feel like they can build the team even more. Well, like some picks or, you know what I'm saying, it's something Seattle got to offer. And then they're going to think Jimmy G going to come back. And,
Right. I was just about to say that. They do not think Jimmy G going to come back and sweep them or some shit. Or beat them in the playoffs. They not scared of that.
Facts.
What you think about that, Case?
But that'll be a hell of a fucking revenge. That'll make shit very interesting. Like, that'll make, like, that's the thing, though, about the NFC West, though. I feel like we've been slept on for so long, but it's like, I feel like out of all 4 teams within the last 4 to 5 years, like, you ain't want to see none of these teams in the playoffs. But I feel like nobody ever talk about the NFC West. So it's like, if he were to come to the Seahawks, then it's like, all right, then all 4 teams is live. Like, you don't want to see none of these teams. But right now,
that was the feeling that I got from y'all last year. I thought all 4 teams was going to the playoffs. For real.
It's crazy. But yeah, you don't never really get that attention. Like, it's usually whoever's at the top of the division, and that's it. They like go right past us on this time. Like when you watching Sports Center or anything, they go right past unless somebody's doing incredible. Like they really don't talk about the NFC West like that.
Well, this is the Black Sports Center, so we rewriting history right now. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? That's the type of time we on. So we got to line it up. They not better than the AFC West though. I say that might be the only division that got y'all. Outside of that,
who's in the AFC West again?
Russ went to the Broncos, Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers.
I
feel like the AFC got all the night, as Brady and all of them are retiring or whatever. I feel like the AFC like still got some of the best quarterbacks.
Yeah, AFC loaded.
Lamar Jackson, it's crazy.
We didn't even talk. That's
Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, like it's crazy. Like that's Josh Allen from the Bills. Like they got the next that's all over again. That's like, to me, that's like Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. That's like that class again. They're just young.
Hey,
Ben
yeah, that
Roethlisberger,
one here
yeah.
for me first.
Would you say
Be on
Val?
the lookout for Zach Wilson.
For
That's
who?
the list. I'm just saying.
What you say?
For who?
Zach Wilson from the Jets. Be on the lookout.
I don't
I
know
can't
who
hear
that
you.
is. I gotta look
I
into
can't
it.
hear the name you said.
You said Zach Wilson?
Oh yeah, Zach. You think Zach Wilson gonna be nice too?
Yeah.
Respect. I want to see. That's the thing is like everybody got a young quarterback in the league that they believe in, and that's another reason I'm gonna circle all the way back to the Seahawks and say the way they free agency look, they might be tanking because they might be looking for that next, right? Because a lot of everybody else is building that way. Maybe they thinking, okay, instead of signing, they could get Jimmy G in a trade, right? They could have that money on their books. I don't know how long he signed for, but who knows? That might mess up their plans. They might be in the NBA type of, you know what I'm saying, tank like that. Because in the NFL, you realize get the pick. It ain't even no lottery. Like you just get that joint off record.
Yeah.
And I hope not. I hope they come out with a good solid 500 record, but that's just what I see on the squad. But hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we'll see. I don't know about D. I keep having hope. Matter of fact, the hope's still alive. You can't drop the hope. But we do gotta get to the next topic. You can scratch the clock, Don. Won't need it for this one. We're gonna go top 5 players in the division right now. So Casey, start it off, get it out the way. Number 1.
I think I can't remember the order that I told you, but I'm gonna definitely go Aaron Donald.
Okay, you good right there.
DeAndre
Good right there.
Hopkins.
Why you think Aaron Donald number 1?
Oh, Aaron Donald. I mean, for all of these players, I think that's the common thing. Any player that any of us about to name, like, he's a game changer. It's like you want that person on your team, or even if they have a bad game, you gonna be monitoring that motherfucker. Like you gonna be like, all right, where's that person at? You ain't gonna leave. You ain't gonna. It ain't like me and you out there. They're gonna be looking for him. So I feel like, you know what I mean. I feel
Don't
like
speak
that's
for
what
me,
makes
bro.
that
They got
kind of
to do their homework on me. It's like
nah, but for real, yeah, Aaron Donald. Like I feel like he's definitely he made noise when we was a terrible team, and he making noise when we a Super Bowl champion. So it's like I feel like he definitely in our division, definitely he's top 5 for me.
okay.
Man, Aaron Donald's so good. He the only dude that I done seen. I mean, like in my time of watching football, who really I consider Donald in his prime. Like Aaron Donald's still in his prime. I don't care what nobody want to say. He's still in his prime. And that tip, he was considering calling him quit. Like they had to beg for this man to come back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, obviously that's my number 1. You feel me? I can say all the stats, all the accolades, everything. Shit, I done seen Warren Sapp, one of the best defensive tackles in history, say Aaron Donald, he better than me. He said
that's from our era, bro. That's crazy because Warren Sapp was that nigga.
It's ridiculous. He was great.
I said Aaron Donald
even before that Super Bowl win, he was hectic.
So that's my number 1.
I'm right there with y'all, bro. I think he could have been the Super Bowl MVP with the plays he made down the stretch in that 4th quarter. Feel like him and Stafford with that drive was even, you know what I'm saying? As far as how important it was, but just like Val, I ain't write down no stats neither. Y'all can look all that up. I just know that this the only defensive tackle I done seen play every spot on the line, bro. Like real live moving him around. Like they move defensive ends and linebackers around like different. What you got for number 2 though, Case?
It's hard because they're both from the Cardinals, but I'm gonna say DeAndre Hopkins. That's another player that's like you gotta check for. Like when we play them, it's like I be yelling at my TV about Jalen Ramsey all the time. So it's like I be feeling like I'm on the sideline. I'll be like, nigga, if you don't get him, bro, we gonna have a long day. So it's like that's somebody like out of the other people I'm gonna name, DeAndre Hopkins is like right under Aaron Donald for me. Like if you're not watching him, y'all probably gonna lose or he gonna light y'all ass up. So I feel like he's definitely number 2 in the whole division for me.
Okay.
My number 2 is the only nigga in the league that can strap DeAndre Hopkins. That's Jalen Ramsey.
Hey.
Best cornerback in the league. You can put this man anywhere. Left side, right side, slot. He want all the smoke.
All the
Jalen
time.
Ramsey want all the smoke. You feel me? I mean, he might get burnt a couple times. You feel me? He's human. But for the most part, he's consistent all the way through and through. His numbers may not show it, but we all know what the man put on the field, all pro every year. So my number 2 is Jalen Ramsey.
Okay. So my number 2, I'm gonna go off script a little bit. Show some love to the 49ers. Trent Williams at left tackle, bruh. The best left tackle in the league. Protecting the quarterback blind side. I don't know why the football team or whatever they calling themselves traded him away or whatever they did. Lost him, bruh. 99 on Madden too. I'm gonna keep bringing the Madden up till they bring Madden out. I'm ready for that. Val, what's up? What you trying to do, Val? What you trying to do?
Set it up. Give me time and day.
Bet. All right, I got Trent Williams for number 2. I don't know if Case got his number 3. You got your number 3, bro?
What happened?
You got your number 3?
Yeah, my bad. That's the killer talking to me, bro. I had to break the seal.
Good.
I would put it's crazy because all 5 of them I feel like I can't really like outside of Aaron and D. From here I feel like I could switch everybody out, but number 3 for me is Kyler Murray. Like I feel like he might be because he got some weapons now. I feel like he might be on the. It's funny because it's like you don't want to always bet on a young player, but I feel like he got some weapons now, so he might be even a little bit more comfortable. So I'm gonna be on the lookout for him when we play them, or like just obviously being in the same division. I feel like he definitely about to eat. More than my number 4 and 5. I feel like he about to really show out.
Okay.
My number 3. Hey, the only reason why I'm number 3 right now is because you said for the top 5 players in the division right now. And I can only go off the last season. And that's Cooper Kupp.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay.
145 receptions, almost 2,000 receiving yards, 16 touchdowns.
Crazy.
I mean, that's crazy. That's numbers I ain't never thought I would see come from Cooper Kupp. You feel me? He balled out. I give him his flowers. He did his thing this year. You feel me? So
I'm right there with you, Val. I got to agree with you. Cooper Kupp. And you know what's funny, bruh? He was talking about, okay, he just like came up. It was just like his rookie year. You know what I'm saying? He let the whole league know he was dead. Bruh, until you posted that video on your story on IG, I ain't even think about Cooper Kupp in the top 5. I was tripping.
That's what the league did last year.
Right. And we going off of what they going into this year. You feel me? So
yeah,
I got Cooper Kupp at number 3 too, Val. I'm gonna go with that.
That's wild. I feel like I shouldn't even be a Rams fan. He's not even on my list.
Oh.
You got to hear me out though. You got to hear me out though. Like
you
he's
gotta
my
make
guy.
a good
Hey, don't
case
get me
for
wrong.
4 and 5.
Hear what I'm saying though. This is what I'm saying. Absolutely, he's my guy. But when I thought about it and thought about all 4 teams, I'm thinking about people that I'm worried. I'm thinking more so about my opponents.
Okay.
Like I wasn't really thinking about my squad, and I didn't want to be biased because I could go through my squad and be like Cooper, Jalen, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking about when I play
could have a
against
top
them.
5. Like, y'all could.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I wanted to actually work on this. That's why I was like, I almost forgot about Cooper Kupp. But it's like it's other people I'd be worried about, like Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins. Let me know when you're ready for the next one.
It's on you.
DK Metcalf. That's somebody like, even though he ain't got a quarterback right now, that's somebody like we going top 5, so we going strictly off talent.
Right.
Like even if let's say he had the year Cooper had last year. Let's say he had that year, DK. Let's say he had it. The thing that separates him and Cooper from me is just it's not like talent, it's physical. Like he's such a you gotta cover him, and even if you do, he still might ball out. Like if he had the year Cooper had last year, he would still have great numbers, not like last year, but with all the attention on him, he's still gonna ball out because of how he's a physical specimen. That's why that's more scary to me. Like Cooper Kupp, you put enough people on him this year, it's gonna go down a little bit. And that's where the Van Jeffersons and our young boys gonna go out. He's still gonna get his numbers, but it's gonna because you think about physically, like you said, he's not even that fast. He's a great route runner. It's different. But with DK, it's like, bro, he's physically, he got the hands. Like it's scary. That scares me. So he is my number 4.
Respect.
I gotta show some love to the defense. I think he don't get as much praise as he should. And that's Fred Warner.
Okay.
49 linebacker. You feel me? Like
Who you say? I missed it.
100 tackles every single year he came in the league. He picked off last year, but he made off Pro the year before that. You know what I'm saying? But he's been Pro Bowl ever since. I feel like he's the captain of the 49ers defense, and he's the main reason why they even made it as far as the playoff last. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people are not going to see that. They're going to go for the flashy plays,
Right.
Deebo Samuel, Elijah, on defense, Nick Bosa. I ain't going throw no shade.
I forgot about Nick Bosa, bro. It's a lot of people getting their feelings hurt today.
Yeah. But Fred Warner, he everywhere. When I play Madden and play for the defense, they use him in Fred Warner. He all over the field. He got some speed to him. I ain't told you. So that's my number 4 player.
Fred Warner definitely deserve that respect. I appreciate you bringing him up, bro. But I got to show some love to the captain on the offensive side. We ain't got D here. So I got to show some love to Deebo Samuel. Bruh, the year he had last year was crazy. And I could really say, it's easy to say right now, nobody else in the league could do what he did last year, bruh. And so I understand why he was holding out. I seen the videos of him this past week, just at training camp, just getting some work in before practice, just getting, getting his win right, but not doing the drills with the team. I understand 100% because you got to think with that running back mindset, like, nah, bro, y'all not about to use me up and then say, oh, franchise tag and, oh, he ain't the same no more. Nah. Not me. So I respect him getting that 3 years for 72. What did he do last year? Touched the ball 136 times for 1,800 yards and 14 touchdowns.
Damn.
Crazy. Number 4.
That was a
What
good one.
you got number 5 though, Case?
We talking about Devo. He was the and ball. You don't get ball down.
I can't hear you,
Number,
Val.
yeah, you going in and out.
Go ahead though, Case, for number 5.
Number 5, we're going back to the squad. Defensive side again, Jalen Ramsey. Although he does get me irritated sometimes because he don't like to follow people and play them up close sometimes and get burnt sometimes. I do think he might be the best. Like it's like him and I don't even know who number 2 is the best corner in the game. And like that whole side, like you gotta cover for it. And that's what I was trying to think of when you asked me that. Top 5 in the whole thing. Like obviously I'm a Rams fan. I could have, like you said, I could have put all 5, but I'm being realistic, like, and also looking at my competition. So like D Hop, Kyler Murray, DK, those people I'm scared of. But on my squad, I'm happy that he's there and Aaron Donald's there. So it's like that's my number 5. I feel like it rounds it out.
Respect. So you cleared it up for the peoples. The 2 best on the Rams is them 2. Other people important, but them 2 is the guys.
Absolutely. Matthew Stafford is just as you need a solid quarterback. That's what got us, to the Super Bowl and we won. We need a solid quarterback. Any team need a solid quarterback. If you got that, we had a great defense for the last couple of years. Quarterback was inconsistent. We got a consistent quarterback. We won a Super Bowl. So Matthew Stafford is important, but I feel like the slogan, defense wins championships. Like those 2 are very important. Like having somebody like that on the line and then in coverage, like it creates a whole you'll see like how teams respond to it. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, like I think it's just as important. And I feel like you can knock Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp off their game, but you ain't gonna really knock Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey out of the game.
I hear you on that. What you got for number 5?
So that's 5 for me.
My number 5, I got Trent Williams.
Who that?
I feel like people underestimate like the offensive line position.
Mm-hmm.
Like left tackle, he only give up 1 tackle all the season. Like, he could be a big reason to why Deebo Samuel and Elijah Mitchell,
right?
And who they fullback?
Trey Lance.
No, not the fullback.
Oh, Juszczyk.
Juszczyk, yeah, Juszczyk. They be running all over the place. And people don't understand, like, when Trent Williams left the Redskins and came to the 49ers, I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like he was gonna play some trash. But like, him with the Redskins was his best season ever. But now he don't level up. He a whole different monster, bro. I'm sorry.
That's a
like
fact.
he was all pro last season. He was all pro last season, so I gotta give him props for that. He might be the biggest reason why Jimmy Garoppolo is as successful as it is. Because the left tackle, protects your blind side. And if we're talking about you only giving up 1 sack all year, shit, Jimmy G comfortable. If I ain't got to worry about, what's on that blind side, shoot, I'm good. I'm sitting there 2 feet planted. I'm throwing all over the place. So I gotta throw Trent Williams some love for being the X factor, So that's my number 5 right there.
My man Trent Williams, two votes in the top 5. My number 5 got 2 votes too. And Val, I imagine ain't put him in your top 5. DK Metcalf, baby T.O. This is what I've been calling him since the rookie year, bruh. That's who he played like. He never had less than 900 receiving yards in the season. Always, even with Russell Wilson missing how much time he missed last year, he still didn't fall off on the stats. Like Casey was saying, DK, he got all the skills, bruh. We go like 6'3", like 225 something, like run a 4.3, like some numbers that don't even make sense to people who understand what I said and the people who don't understand what I said. That shit don't make sense, bruh. So DK, number 5. But, Case, I got to end off the show with this question, bruh. Is it
I'm
back to
ready.
back?
It's a great question. I'm a realist. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I'm a man of my word. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we lost a lot of talent, and I also know football. Like we've been watching for like 20 years at this point.
Right.
It's not easy to go back to back. Like I'd be shocked if we went back to back. Not even like we got talent enough to make it through the playoffs and shit like that. But it's hard to repeat in football. People don't do that shit. So I'm not going to limb and say no. Say it again.
I'm put the pressure on you, Case, as a Rams fan.
Yeah, I'm listening.
I don't 100%. How confident do you think y'all can make it back?
That we can make it back to the Super Bowl?
And
I
win.
feel like we can make it back. We got to make it to the biggest
Let me
threat.
throw this out there real quick. Who's the biggest op? Who gonna get in y'all way?
Like I said from the beginning, the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals got some weapons. I think Kyler Murray got I'm talking about NFC because we got to go through the NFC to get to the Super Bowl. I feel like the Cardinals. I'm really not worried about the Niners. Like I feel like the Niners and the Seahawks don't have their quarterback situation figured out, and I feel like with Kyler Murray, it's all on him. Like what kind of year he about to have.
Right.
Because just like I was saying with Cooper, just like I was saying with Cooper Kupp. Yeah, once we leave the NFC West, then it's like I'm more worried about the Bucs than the Packers. I feel like the Packers, for some reason, have always found a way to lose. But I feel like the Bucs, everybody want to go play with that man. So them getting Julio Jones for cheap and shit like that. That type of stuff scares me because it's like he going there for one reason. We all know why, and you gonna get the best out of him because he feels like he can finally win something. So it's like stuff and then being there with somebody like Brady who plays like he's 22, like mentally, like his energy, like that's dangerous. So I worry about the Bucs. I worry, you know what I mean? I worry about the Bucs, the Cardinals. Those are the two I think about when I look at my schedule and I saw the Bucs. I'm like, that's gonna be a game. Okay. But I feel like honestly, nah, I don't. Do I want us to win? Hell yeah. But I was like, looking at football the way it is, it's just like
what it sounds like is you just said that Tom Brady coming back to get his revenge. That's what it sounds like you just said.
I feel like I'm more worried about the Cardinals than I am the Bucs. I'm just looking at the whole schedule. I do look at the Bucs like we gotta wake up, we gotta pay attention, we gotta be awake this game. But I'm more worried about the Cardinals than I am the Bucs. I feel like we might have Tom's number.
Oh shit! Okay, that's what I wanted to hear. You shot like 3
I feel like we could beat the Bucs. He beat us in the Super Bowl years ago, but you saw last year we beat them. But I'm just saying on paper, I'm way more worried about the Cardinals than the Bucs.
Is it too early to throw Super Bowl predictions out there?
Super Bowl predictions? I mean, we could do it, but it's the season got to start.
Nah, I'm just thinking for myself because I feel like
go ahead.
At the end of the season, Aaron Rodgers.
About time.
That's my early season prediction. I feel like Aaron Rodgers is gonna get his revenge.
Oh, you said Aaron Rodgers is gonna be a Super Bowl MVP this year?
No, I said he's gonna make it to the Super Bowl at the end.
Make it to the
Aaron
Super
Rodgers
Bowl.
gonna end up having the same. He gonna have a similar career. To me, I feel like Aaron Rodgers is he gonna end up being like the Brett Favre of our era, like a nigga with hella talent and wild out, made it to some Super Bowls but only won one and got some regular season MVPs. But that's not a slight though. Like if you remember how raw Brett Favre was.
Going from where he could have been to Brett Favre, that's a slight.
But Brett Favre was like that. He only won one ring. You know what I mean? He every year people was like, yo, this is year. This is year. This is year.
We saying the same shit
never
about
turned
Aaron
out that way.
Rodgers, so I hear you.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like if he his window is closing, so I can see it's ironic. I feel like he's about to, have the similar career for the man job he took, basically. It's
saying
looking like
Brett
that. I've been
Favre
thinking that
cursed
the
Aaron
last couple of
Rodgers
years.
on the way out the door. That's a damn shame.
No. No, I'm not
That's
saying
a
that. I'm just
damn
saying
shame. That's
they
some shit
when
he
it's all
would do
said and
too, because
done,
he
they
was
might
salty
both
when
end
Aaron
up.
Rodgers got up in that show too. He didn't want to leave.
He was that guy.
But hey,
And
appreciate
Green
y'all
Bay.
coming through. You know what I'm saying, for the NFC West show. I'm gonna end the show off like I've been ending it off lately. R.I.P. to my little brother Mari. Love you, bro. I'm gonna stay positive for you.